Jordan's house with a new deck profile, and I'll be profiling the new Destruction Sword R-Type, which is basically Buster Blader of the deck with the new Fusion Synchro, and the new monsters going along with it as well. And the deck is very oriented to where you want to put the Buster Blader Fusion on board and the Synchro, basically lock your opponent out of the game, and I'll explain a little more in a second. But the combo is a little hard to get to since you don't have ways to search for your searcher, which sets up the combo. So you kind of need to draw into it. But we're going to get into it. I'll explain more as I go. Well, you're going to think this is odd, but there are only 2 different Buster Bladers in the deck. We got the original, and he serves a purpose because the Synchro, a good purpose besides Fusion, because you can keep bringing him back. And he basically can punch your opponent in the face for a lot of damage since your opponent's, maybe your Synchro makes your opponent's monsters into dragons. So he's also good for that. And this is, I finally got this DTP. Shout out to Carlos. And also, here's the new Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordsmaster, I'm sorry. He basically can equip a monster he destroys to him, and he can send the equip card to the graveyard, equip monster to the graveyard and destroy all of the monsters with the same type. And basically, if you have one of the equipped monsters to it, you can send it to the graveyard and blow up all your monsters to get the Synchro on board, which is not really that relevant. 3 Buster Whelp. Of the Destruction Swordsman, I'm sorry. He basically is the searcher for any of the Destruction Swordsman cards, and when he's normal summoned only. He also has an effect where he can tribute and summon Buster Blader from your hand or grave, and this card is only Buster Blader when it's in your graveyard or field, so it's not as good as the regular Buster Blader in your opening hand, so we only play one of the Ultra. And basically, he can bring himself back if you discard a Destruction Swordsman card and you haven't used the other effect that turn. We got 3 of the other one we played. Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. This basically is another tuner that can special summon itself from the equipped zone, like a Dragoonity, and it is crazy. If you open up, and it also says while this card's equipped, your opponent can't use their extra deck. Basically a scythe permanently. 3 Maxi. This is going to the hand traps. This card is very important in this upcoming format, and it stuns your opponent. And if they keep going through it, they're probably going to lose next turn. 2 Veiler. This is basically out Skullcrobat and Ignister, but the monster effects besides the start-off monster effects aren't really relevant to this deck since the lock kills everything like that. We also play 2 Ogre. This is to stop Ptolemy's plays, Naturi Beast, because there's a lot of spells. And this also kills off Monkey Ward and Turtle. 3 Gores. I'm sorry these are 2 proxies, but I'm still trying to work on getting 2 more Ultra. This card's amazing in the deck since it has the Synchro ability to make this, good 8-star Synchros with the 1-star tuners, and you also can stop yourself from getting killed. Because we play 3 Maxi. He's also a Dark, which matters. 1 Mathematician. Basically going to dump your dragon, or you can dump Bulb. Basically, these is just sets up your graveyard for instant fusion. And 1 BLS. They're light and dark monsters. There's a lot of light and dark monsters. Spells. 3 of the Searcher for Buster Blader himself. I've found it's really problematic when you don't have Buster Blader in your actual open hand. But this, you don't want to open like multiple actual Buster Bladers since he doesn't do anything by himself. So this card can keep adding it back in the deck or graveyard. 3 of the Quick Play Fusion spell. This card can fuse from the hand or field. So, but with the other new swordsman, you have to have him on the field. So he's not as good. But this card also can save your Whelp from getting his effect negated by Veiler. And you can also add it back to your hand from the graveyard by discarding a Destruction Sword card. Or card, I'm sorry. By discarding 1 card, I'm sorry. 3 Upstarts for consistency. This deck it gets a little problematic games. 2 Twin Twister. This card's nutty because you actually want to discard some of your cards. And I've done nutty plays like discarding Bulb and discarding the new Buster Blader monster because you don't want them in your hand. 2 Instant Fusion. Bring back Ogre and Veiler and things like that is really good. 1 for 1 that are a bunch of 1-star monsters. And you want that the Dragoonity basically tuner on the field at all times, really. You got Soul Charge. If you open this card, with discard cards is really stupid. Alert, drawing, Sacred Swords, drawing. You know I do play one of each Buster Blader, but this is more so for the Gorz token. Because it's basically free. One Foolish for dumping what you need. And Reggae. And one trap. This is the Buster Blader trap, Destruction Sword Flash. While you control the fusion monster, you basically can banish all your opponent's monsters. And while it's in the graveyard, you can basically protect your fusion from being targeted. Or was it one Buster Blade monster? One Buster Blader monster. So you can stop him from getting Veilered or Break the Skilled or whatever.
It's basically y'all's, what's that one Infernoid card?
Oh, it's Void Seer, basically.
Void Seer, yeah.
Down to the extra deck, which is the important part. We got 3 Buster Blader Dragon Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. He basically negates all Dragon type monsters' effects on the field, and they turn to defense mode, which is awesome. And he also gains 1,000 attack for every dragon on the field on your on opponent's side field, attack and defense. And he's basically the boss monster, alongside of Buster Dragon. This card is ridiculous, and it keeps bringing back Buster Blade if you don't control one. And there's little plays you can do to make multiple synchros in one turn and then fuse. And I might have to make another combo video, but I can probably show you in a second. And he also makes everything in your opponent controls a dragon. So it basically locks the board with this guy on the board and this guy on the board. And then they really can't use any monster effects at all on the field. 2 Norden. This is just bonkers with Ghostliger, really. This is for Veiler when you ring a deck with Norden. It basically can put in the damage you actually need. I vote to kill it somebody would just use by bringing him out in BLS. So, Iodized Meteor Burst. Damage Juggler is stupid whenever you're trying to pierce for a lot of damage. So, and it's really good against Cosmo when you want to break their board. This is Black Rose Dragon, obviously. Clearwing, I mean not Clearwing. I actually do need a Clearwing. This is supposed to be Clearwing. Mine's still not in the mail. Okay, I'm in for the mail yet. This got Red Dragon Archfiend, the Scarlight, I'm sorry. And Beals, because there's Dark Tuners, and he's really good with Clearwing. And Stardust, for, basically this card, if you put this on the board with the lock, you can't lose. Like, if you have this board, you don't lose. Like, I can't think of any way to out it. And then these guys, they're the other Buster Blader monsters. These are for matchups that like this is really good against Marks because it can negates all face-up spell and trap card effects. Oh no, this one. And this one says basically no monsters in opponent graveyard can activate their effects. So this is good against Yang Zings inside deck, and this is really good against like Monarchs and Floodgate decks. That's it for the profile. I'm not going to worry about a side today because I'm still working on it, but I'm also, you know the cards I just showed you, I'm going to side a couple of those. And thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And if I said anything wrong, please correct me. Thanks for watching, and